1K just got a buff in its ammo reserves, and in consequence to that, it just got a total damage buff by 50%. 1K Voice's DPS value has always been in the A tier as far as options go. The reason no one normally went for it was because of its lack of ammo. With a DPS value of over 140,000 a second, but a damage window of only 14 seconds, this weapon fell short and fast. But with the changes both making it apply Scorch to each shot, as well as boosting its ammo reserves by a base of 4 additional shots, this weapon might as well be your new go-to damage if you're looking for those easy, quick clears on some low tier bosses such as Templar, Nezarec, literally any Grandmaster Nightfall boss, and of course the main reason why I'm making this video, the Legend Onslaught bosses. This thing can easily quick melt any of the Onslaught bosses within seconds. Just have a Well of Radiance and a Hunter Tether and you will be good to go. With this weapon, I would call it more on the casual side though, so weapons to compare it to would be the Thunderlord or Leviathan's Breath. For those as well are just weapons where you point and shoot, no swap rotations or anything fancy at all. The best part about 1K Voices is that you don't need precision damage like the other two weapons. You just point at the enemy and you shoot. So for the individuals out there that struggle to hit headshots or make the sacrifice play to having a divinity on the team to make up for the skill gap, you're in luck. Now you don't need a divinity at all, which is a huge net gain in damage, for your fire team will now be at their maximum potential instead of having essentially one person stand out of damage. Now, unfortunately, the catch with this weapon is that the ignitions are a decent part of the damage, and only one person out of the 3 or 6 of you, depending on your activity, can trigger this ignition. This person will most likely be amongst the warlocks, for many teams rely on a Well of Radiance, and if this said warlock were to have Ember of Ashes on to apply more Scorch, this will result in the best outcome for damage, for they will trigger an ignition for every shot. If they do not have Ember of Ashes on, this will mean that you will need 2 shots expended for every ignition. Now I'm going to take the time to show you guys some very relatively optimal damage phases. This will be respective surges, Well of Radiance, 30% debuff with a tractor cannon, and of course Ember of Ashes for the 1K Voices. I will be throwing a damage super in there because that is what you normally do in a damage phase, so fair warning there. Enjoy the DPS showcases. As you can see, 1K is on top amongst the 3. And though I did miss essentially 2 Levy shots, let that be a case on how brain dead easy 1K Voices will be, not needing precision at all. That's all I wanted to really show you, and if you guys enjoy this type of content, please drop a like and subscribe for me. We are close to 8,000 subscribers, and only people like you can help me out to get there. Take care and peace.